Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make a perfect pom-pom using a pom-pom maker. I know there are very many videos, but I just wanted to show you just in case you want my exact video. So last week I received an order for Christmas hats for rescue cats, and this is what I came up with. If you guys would like to watch the video tutorial for this one, make sure you click on the link on the screen so that you also learn how to make the full piece, including the pom-poms, of course. And today I'll be teaching you how to make the pom-pom, as I said earlier on. And my inspiration, my reason for buying these pom-pom makers was this piece. I have never used one before. I've always been wrapping the yarn around my fingers, which has always given me something close to good but not perfect. And when I used the maker, this pom-pom maker, I got something that I really like, and it gives a lot of accuracy and professionalism when it comes to presentation. So I'm very excited to see how my client will react to this hat. So just a quick brief of what to expect when you buy the pom-pom makers. They come in sizes. This is the biggest size, and the bigger the size, the bigger the pom-pom that you can make out of these pieces. So we have the very small one, which is the green. This gives you the very tiny pom-pom. And then the next size is the yellow, and then the next is the blue, and then this is the biggest. So for today I will be using the yellow, and that's the same exact pom-pom maker that I used for this size of pom-pom. So let me just put this back. You're going to just determine what size you want to use for your piece. They just come in a set of 4, and you're going to need yarn, of course. So this is the same exact yarn that I used for these ones, and it's robin, it's acrylic yarn, and I used 2 strands. So what you're going to have to do is to open up these clips, and they're not so strong. I don't know why, because they keep falling off, but that's okay. Just put them aside if yours fall off. I don't know if the quality is the bad one or they're supposed to get off like this. I thought you'd just have to open, but since they fall off, I just decided to put them off while I was putting my yarn around the maker. And you're going to make sure that these sides are facing inwards, so that one side has bumps, the other side has holes. So just align your work like this. Align the piece like this, so that the bumps touch the holes, like that. This is what it should look like. Now, you're going to grab your yarn, and you're going to start winding our yarn around this piece. So just grab your yarn, and you can hold on to it here and then start winding it around. The first thing that I do is to make sure I wrap it around this tail so that it doesn't keep pulling off. Then you're going to start from the corner, moving around that curve that we have here. So we first work on this side, and then we shall come to this side. So start winding your yarn around in no specific order. You can do it whichever way you want, but this is how I prefer to do it. And then you're going to come back. Just keep winding around. And if you feel like you left a big space behind, feel free to go back and fill it up. So there are no specific rules to how to use this piece. As you can see, I'm doing a random placement, just back and forth, back and forth. So since this is a very thin yarn, the number of rounds that I'm going to go around this curve is going to be way more than a person who is using a thicker yarn. Sorry, my power is off, but we shall use natural light right now. Sorry about that. Okay, just continue to rotate, but make sure, one thing that you're going to make sure you do is not to have this bulge go past this line, as you can see here. So just keep rotating until you have almost a flat edge when it comes to the middle section. I think as you go on, you can mainly focus on that middle section here. So the moment you're done with this, you're going to get your pair of scissors and cut your yarn. And then that means we are done with this side. Alright, so after cutting your yarn from this side, we are going to reconnect it to this side, and I want it to be at the same angle that as working with on this side. So you're going to just repeat the same exact process. Alright, so I think this is enough. It's almost on the same line as the base of the curve. And the moment you're done with that, you're going to cut your yarn. And then you're going to close up the two ends like this. Now you're going to get those clips that we removed and then put them back. Make sure they close up and they grab both ends like that. And then same applies to this side, do the same, like that. So you're going to get your pair of scissors, very sharp scissors. I don't know if these are sharp enough, but they have to be really sharp so that you don't struggle as much as I do in this video. So you're going to start cutting. You're going to go into that line of the maker, of the pom-pom maker, and make sure your scissors stick in that line and you start cutting. Alright, so the moment you cut here, you're going to also go to the other side and start cutting. Last part, make sure all the strands are cut along that line. Now you're going to get a strand of yarn, or since I used 2 strands, I still have 2 strands here. And then you're going to pass that strand through that line where we were placing the scissors, all the way around like this. and you're going to make a knot like that. Make sure it's tight enough. Then make another knot, so it's a double knot like that. You can go ahead and tie as many times as you want. Then you're going to open up those clips that we closed up before, and then open up the Pom Pom Maker like that. Now you're going to drop this out, and this is basically what we have. So you're going to get your pair of scissors and you're going to trim off every protruding strand. You can shape it into a perfect circle, but I'm not going to over trim because I feel like the original shape is already good enough. I'm just cutting off a few strands that I feel like were a bit longer. And when you're done with that, this is what you have. And I guess it's now time to attach onto my piece. You can go ahead and attach it to a beanie or a Christmas hat like I have right now. I've made different versions for the cuts. And don't forget, by the way, to go and check out the tutorial for the hat. Right now I'm just attaching it to the end of the strap, the side straps of the hat. And you can see the quality of this one is the same exact quality of the one that we have at the top of the hat. And that's how to make a pom-pom using a pom-pom maker. Let me know down if you're going to give it a try or if it is worth purchasing. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video when we are making this hat. Bye.